Quick question. If you worked twice as many hours this month, would you be twice as rich? If you're honest with yourself, probably not. Maybe a little more cash. Definitely a lot more tired. Here's the truth. Nobody tells you about side hustles. Working more hours doesn't make you wealthy. It just makes you busier. The people actually building wealth from their side hustle aren't working harder than you. They've just built something different. A system that turns time into an asset instead of trading time for a paycheck that disappears the moment you stop working. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why your side hustle feels like a treadmill and the 3 pivots that turn it into something that actually builds your net worth. Stick around, because the math on this might genuinely shock you. Let me introduce you to 2 people. Let's call them Dana and Marcus. Dana does freelance graphic design on the side. She's good at it. She charges $30 an hour, and most months she puts in about 15 hours a week, helping small businesses with logos and social media graphics. That's roughly $1,800 a month. Solid extra income, right? Here's the problem. Every single dollar Dana makes requires Dana. If she gets sick, income stops. If she goes on vacation, income stops. If she wants to make more, there's only one lever she can pull: work more hours. And she's already tired from her day job. She's basically capped. Even if she doubled her hours, which isn't sustainable, she'd top out around $3,600 a month before completely burning out. Dana's side hustle is a second job, not a business, not an asset, a second job with extra steps. Now let's look at Marcus. Marcus also does graphic design. Same skill level as Dana, honestly. But Marcus did 3 things differently. He took his most requested service, logo design, and turned it into a fixed package. Instead of charging by the hour, he sells a brand starter kit for $497. Logo, 3 social media templates, and a simple style guide. Takes him about the same time as one of Dana's hourly gigs, but he's not billing by the hour anymore. He's selling an outcome. Then he built a simple system to find customers on autopilot. A short video showcasing his work that goes out to his email list and gets shared in small business Facebook groups. Customers come to him instead of him chasing customers. Last month, Marcus sold 9 of those packages. That's $4,473 in fewer actual working hours than Dana put in. Same skill, same market, completely different result. The difference wasn't talent, it was structure. That's the whole video in one sentence. Your side hustle isn't building wealth because you built a job, not a system. Let's fix that. 3 pivots, real math. Let's go. Pivot 1, productize your skill. Here's the mindset shift. Stop selling your time. Start selling a result. Package the same way every time. If you're a hairstylist doing house calls, you're selling hours. If you package a bridal glam package, hair plus a touch-up kit, plus a 10-minute video tutorial for the bride's mom to do a quick fix, you're selling an outcome. Same skill, totally different business. Why does this matter for wealth? Because a productized service is repeatable. It's easier to price high, and eventually it's easier to hand off to someone else or even automate parts of it. An hourly service can never be handed off. You are the service. Quick math. If you charge $25 an hour and work 10 hours a week, that's $250 a week, max, forever, unless you raise your hourly rate. But if you productize that same 10 hours of work into 2 $400 packages a week, that's $800 a week, same hours, more than triple the income, because you priced the outcome, not the clock. Pivot 2, price properly. This is the one that hurts the most people because underpricing feels safe. It's not. It's the single biggest wealth leak in most side hustles. Here's a rule that changes everything. Price based on the value you create, not the time it takes you. If your service saves someone 10 hours of work or helps them make $2,000, you are not just selling your time. You're selling that outcome. A logo that helps a business look credible enough to land a $10,000 client is not a $50 job. It might be a $500 job, easily. Let's do the math on why underpricing quietly kills your wealth building. Say you're charging $20 an hour. To hit $2,000 a month, you need 100 hours. That's 25 hours a week, on top of whatever else you're doing. That's not a side hustle anymore. That's exhaustion. Now raise your price to $60 an hour, or better, package it at an equivalent flat rate. To hit that same $2,000, you now need about 33 hours a month, roughly 8 hours a week. You just got back 17 hours of your life, and you're still hitting the same income number. Wealth isn't just about how much you earn. It's about how much time and energy you have left over to reinvest into a bigger version of the business, into learning, into actual investing. Underpricing steals that time from you permanently. A simple pricing gut check. Whatever number feels a little too high, kind of scary to say out loud, that's usually close to your actual correct price. Most people undercharge by 30 to 50% out of fear, not out of market reality. Pivot 3. Build a funnel, not a hustle. This is the pivot that turns getting customers from a constant grind into something that runs mostly on its own. A funnel just means this: a simple, repeatable path that turns a stranger into a paying customer without you personally chasing every single one down. Here's what that can look like with zero fancy tech. One short-form video a week showing your work or sharing a quick tip. A simple landing page, even a free one, that explains your package and takes payment. And a follow-up message, even just 3 or 4 pre-written texts or emails that you send to anyone who shows interest but doesn't buy right away. That's it. That's a funnel. It doesn't need to be complicated to work. Here's the math that makes this worth building. Let's say Dana from earlier posts 1 video a week showcasing a client project. Even a modest 2,000 views a week with just a 1% click-through to her simple order page and a 10% conversion on that page. That's roughly 2 new customers a week without a single cold outreach message. If her package is $200, that's $400 a week on autopilot, stacked on top of whatever direct client work she's already doing. The video and the page don't get tired. They don't need sleep. They work at 2 a.m. while she's asleep. That's the entire point. You build the asset once, and it keeps converting attention into income long after you stopped actively working. This is genuinely the difference between a side hustle and a business. A side hustle needs you present every single time money changes hands. A business has systems that generate income even when you're not the one closing the sale. Okay, let's make this real. Here's exactly what to do over the next 30 days. Week 1. Pick your single most requested service and turn it into one clear package with one clear price. Not 5 options. 1. Give it a name. Write down exactly what's included. Week 2. Set your price using the value-based method we just covered, then add 20% to it. Seriously, most people still undercharge even after fixing it. Let the market tell you it's too high. Don't tell yourself that first. Week 3. Build the simplest possible funnel. One piece of content showing your work. One page, even a basic free one, where someone can see the offer and pay. That's the whole system to start. Week 4. Send that content out, track what happens, and adjust. Don't judge it after one video. Judge it after 4. Now, if you're starting from scratch and want low-effort product ideas that fit this exact model, here are a few worth considering. A digital template pack in a skill you already have. Planners, resume templates, social media graphics. A short, focused mini course on one specific problem you already know how to solve. A done-for-you package version of a service you already offer freelance. Or a simple monthly membership, even just a private group with weekly tips for people who want ongoing help in your area of expertise. Notice what all of these have in common. You build them once. They can sell repeatedly. That's the wealth building shift in a nutshell. Here's the honest truth. You don't need a completely new skill to build wealth from your side hustle. You need a different structure around the skill you already have. Productize it. Price it properly. Build a simple funnel around it. That's it. That's the difference between Dana and Marcus. And it can be the difference for you too. If this helped you see your side hustle differently, subscribe for more breakdowns like this one, and let me know in the comments what your side hustle is. I might just feature it in a future video. I'll see you in the next one.